Hello viewers and welcome in new video after long time. So this will be like some kind of a vlog. So after long time I decide to start up my Roadster and I noticed there is a plenty debris, dust and spider nets. Of course car was sitting for some times, which is not good, especially not for the Roadster. And what I find out is basically that my battery is dead. So how we fix this? Basically, you cannot open a door by using the key remote control. So we need to remove the cap on the driver's side and we need to unlock it manually. So once I was inside, I decided to check if there is any battery life, but as you can see, in ignition position there is no sign on dashboard, only slight power on the light inside, which is nothing. So basically we need to connect battery charger to the car and charge the battery. Of course, battery is below the trunk, so we will need to use flat screwdriver in order to remove 4 bolts that are keeping it in place. And we take it out. Now you can see the battery. For this one I will use the cheapest charger that I found, which is good enough. It will take about 2 hours to charge it. So first I will put positive and then negative lead and connect the charger to the power. We will wait for 2 hours. What happens when you don't have a battery? You cannot open even by switch. So behind the driver's seat you have a like wire, which is manual opening in emergency for a trunk. You can see it here. What we will do, we will pull it, and by this trunk should be open. And what we have inside, we have a new pet. What I find out, this species is not dangerous. They just like smart, and he was there for some time and even jumped inside the car to take a better inspection, but later on it escaped out of the car and went to nature. So I use this opportunity to change the spark plugs. And for this we need to take off the rear part of the car. First I'm using Torx T30 to remove the side panels. Just be careful with this, don't lose any bolts. Here you can see the plastic inserts that I had on the Roadster. We also remove them. There is some like tricks for the changing spark plugs, like you can make holes where is the license plate, like 3 holes, and then you don't need to remove bumpers in order to change lower spark plugs. I haven't done that. I don't want to make any holes on the car, so I'm going like old-fashioned And this is also maybe benefit for you if you want to check other stuff on a car, like turbo, or if you want to check your exhaust, maybe remove it. So this will make easier access for all that stuff to check. Here you can see we need to remove these seals. On these sides, I call this intakes, we have 2 bolts. Still we are using T30. And for this one you need to lay down on the floor. There is 2 bolts. And also inside wheel arch we have also 2 of them as well here. So for this part we have on each side one. Once we remove everything, just slightly try to move it. Don't pull too much, because this is all plastic, it can crack easily. I also forget about this pin. For the stop lights or rear lights you don't need to remove, they can stay. You just need to remove this switch, I mean the connector, and also the license plate lights need to be removed in order to completely move the rear bumper. As you can see, now we have much better access for the rear of the car. We can remove the exhaust, and that is what I did. And I proceed also by changing the spark plugs. By manufacturer we should change them every 40,000 kilometers. I done exactly that mileage or kilometers, and now I have to remove them. So this is a special tool to remove the lids. I will put the link down in description. You can find it for cheap money. It's specially made for the VAG group, but as you can see, you can use it for the Smart as well. So we will use the socket 16, and you will need plenty extensions for the lower spark plugs. As you can see, it already passed like 5 or 6 years when I last time changed the lower spark plugs. I made a video about it, but this is second time that I'm showing how you can do it. I found this magnetic stick extremely useful to take out the spark plug. Here is the first one out. It seems okay. And here we have a new one with the code. There is also option for the platinum, but they are pretty expensive and I don't see any use of them. Here is a comparison. It's obvious that we have to change them. Here, I don't know if you can see, there is a basically like teeth that will come in place, and by that you can pull out the lid. This is a second spark plug. Time to remove it. This one is going much easier than the first one, and you can see how many extensions I put in order to have it out. Again, we are using a magnetic stick. Here I notice like oil, but it's not coming out from there, it's basically from the oil dripping from the top, so nothing to worry about. For the torquing, it is 22.5 Newton meters by the factory, so nothing serious, and you don't need to torque too much. This one, the last one, is the trickiest because it's tight space. As you can see, it's struggled to put it inside. And also on that last one, it's good to put something on the lid, because as you can see, it's close to the turbocharger and exhaust, so heat can damage for sure after some time this rubber lid. The last one also looks good, so we will replace that one as well. You don't need to remove exhaust, but in this case I was already about to change exhaust, so it also gave me a little bit more space. And here you can see 22.5 Newton meters. Once you hear the click, that is it, it's enough. To putting back the lid, you don't need to secure it, you just put this tool over this metal protection of the lid and just pull it inside. You will hear the click, and that's it. Now we are continuing with the top side. This one is much easier. Maybe this plastic cover which is going over the lid will make obstruction, but you can easily remove. Same, we use socket 16. It's going smoothly. And let's see if there is any difference. Let me share one interesting information with you when we are talking about the spark plugs. So as you notice, this engine has basically per each cylinder 2 spark plugs. Reason why they made it like this is also because they share this engine with the airplane. They install in smaller airplane, few of them. More about that in a separate video. But another interesting thing that I hear more often is people reporting once they want to do like service on their car. They are saying like, hey, my mechanic changed only 3 spark plugs. Yeah, mostly they are not aware that this car has 6 spark plugs, so don't be surprised. Rather check with them or do it by yourself, and here you can see how. So as you notice, we changed the first one on the top side. Now we are continuing with the second. I'm just unbolting first with the torque wrench, and then I'm using my hands. It's much faster. Let's hope this one is also in good condition. We don't want to see any other color than, let's say, this is a brick color, which is okay. The best thing you can do if you are ordering spark plugs over internet to check if they have like kit. Kit means you will get 6 pieces, and this is specific for the smart engine. The code is 160 for this engine. So I'm using magnetic stick, and I will use screwdriver in order to break this link between magnet and spark plug. Again, torquing by hand as much as I can, and then I'm using torque wrench to put it on 22.5 Newton meters. As soon as you hear the click, that's it. So this is the way of putting the back lid. As I mentioned before, just push inside. You will hear the click. And that's it. I believe everybody can do this at home. No need to pay €100 for mechanic to change it. And this is the last one. It's good when you are taking these leads, especially this metal side, to check if you have any water ingress inside. This can make oscillation in your RPMs when your car is idling or even when you are driving. So this is a good opportunity to take a look and inspect them. It seems like plenty threads, but it will come soon out. So let's check the last one. It looks excellent. No oil or something similar, so engine is healthy. I would like to check in future iridium spark plugs. If any of you already installed them, please let me know down in the comments. I'm also interested if there is any benefits. Of course, they are a little bit more expensive, but anyhow, they should last longer. So this was the service on the Smart, changing the spark plugs after 40,000 kilometers. My idea in future is to make a video about servicing Smart Roadster, to mention at which mileage you should change on your car some specific parts, like regular service every 20,000, 40,000, and etc. I hope you liked a video like this long. Let me know down in the comments what would you like to see further. After this, I checked the battery and it was fully charged. Car started up and we went for a ride. What amazing car. Guys, enjoy and see you on the next video. Bye bye.